Hello, Queen's Voice. Today I am with Anthony Nunziato, the chairman of the GOP in Queens. Uh, Mr. Nunziato, welcome.
Thank
What
you.
brings you here? What's going on?
Well, we have a slate today to doing a unity forum. We have some wonderful candidates here today, so I'm excited about it, and we're all here to see what has to be said today.
There's also a lot of shakeup going on just in general. There's a tidal wave of momentum in the political sphere. It's a turning point, and a lot of people, pundits and analysts, are saying that this election is a major thing, and for the Republican Party, it's a big push ahead. What are your thoughts on that?
This is one of the largest. They said there was. I just came back from the convention in Milwaukee. They said the convention was the largest they've seen in years. We had close to 50,000 people there. It was so positive, and it's a special time now. We really have to put all our attention at it for what's the future of America.
A lot of people are also saying that this is the end of a 40-year cycle of government overreach, big government, and it's from 1984 to about right now with the Chevron doctrine going down. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, the thing is, right now everyone's waking up. Everyone's so busy working. You have your nose to the grindstone. You have time for anything else. You worry about your family, your health, your safety. Now we don't have any of that. Everything's being taken away from us. Stores are closing down, thieving, migrants, everything's being thrown. So now everyone's focusing. Hey, what's going on? We got to get back on track. We're going to be destroyed. So right now everyone's awake. They're seeing what's going on, and they realize what party is really pushing to keep America safe and strong again.
Now, when we follow the data, right now the divorce rate is really high, the inflation is extremely high, all-time high. So is the suicide rate and all kinds of other things, right? So today is 100%, and then last year is, let's say, 99%. If you keep going back, it gets lower and lower, and it goes back to zero somewhere in the early 70s when we got off the gold standard. So the Chevron doctrine is one of those things that shapes the last 40 years. So is it safe to say that 40 years of this one experiment is now behind us because of all this?
I believe so. I definitely believe so. It definitely is. You see what's going on now. Everyone's, again, changing the whole mode of everything. We have a lot of different factors now that's been the worst that anybody has ever seen. It's a whole new time, whole new era, and everybody's really focusing on it and trying to get it back on track.
Now, you being the chairman of the GOP, there's a lot of red wave going on in Queens as well. Queens historically has been a blue area. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, the thing is, listen, I got involved with the party because whether red or blue, life is not a party. We want the safety of our people. Just so happens the Republican Party is offering that. They want to make sure we have bail reform. We want to make sure people who commit crime go to jail. We want to make sure our women aren't pushed on train tracks, murdered, raped. Then they don't go to jail or prison. They come out the next day. We want to make sure that migrants don't come in, rob our stores. So now we don't have any stores to shop in. So it's a red wave, but it's a smart wave. Everyone's realizing what's going to put us back so we're safe. We're working very hard. The price of everything is going up. Our safety is going down. Who's going to give us the safety again? And it happens to be the Republican Party. It's just, we need elected officials. We don't want politicians. And tonight you'll see a lot of people we want to make elected officials who mean that they represent us. Not a politician that walks away, does nothing for the people. These are the people for the people.
A lot of on the other side of the aisle, a lot of the Democrats are also ditching their own party, and they're coming to realize that they also have conservative values: family, a home, just simple life. And is it safe to say that almost everybody, humanity is at heart conservative?
Well, it is. I said you got to realize, but it was the Democrats were all that they were handed their jobs. It was the old boys game. They just said, "Oh, I'm giving you this. I'm giving you a judgeship. I'm giving you a council," and they really weren't getting, doing the work for the people. Now they realize they see everything crashing. They see, how many children, 100,000 a year, whatever, fentanyl, the drugs coming in. It's affecting everybody, and it's called common sense. It's called common sense. You have to get back so we get our lives back, and so they're seeing it. Unless they're like totally blind and deaf, but they have family. They see what goes on. So of course they get more conservative. It's called being smart. That's what it's being called.
Absolutely. So core American values, some of the things that Trump is bringing back, in addition to bringing God back into the country as well.
Right.
So for New York being, New York always leans one way, but not the other way. Where do you think we're headed in the next 4 years? Just even if there is a Democrat elected or if there's a Republican elected in the White House,
Where are we headed as far as what?
as far as the public sentiment overall and what people want, I think almost anybody, whether they're a Democrat or Republican, are pretty fed up with the last 4 years.
Yes, I agree. And the thing is, if they want continuation of it, they're going to go Democrat. And you got to realize that. If not, we're going to have 4 more years, and it's going to get worse. I can tell you, your family were immigrants. My family were immigrants. They came through the front door, not the back window. When they came in, I never had an Italian flag in my house. It was American. My family fought in every war. We became Americans. It's the only country that you come into and you be called an American. You go to France, you're not French. You're not going to say, oh, you're French. No, you're never going to be French. Here, no matter who comes here, you become an American. And that's what we wanted. That's the beauty of this country. And that's what we have to get back on track. Welcome everybody, legally, that they want to be here, not that they come here to use our system, take money from our veterans, take money from our seniors, take money from us, squander it, and we're left with nothing. We're paying, we're getting taxed without being represented. It's a sad situation. And that's what we have to go for. That's the goal.
How do you think we got here? 2024, how do you think we got here to this mess that is everywhere, in your opinion?
My opinion is because everyone, when you struggle, you worry about the core, your family. You're not seeing, looking up. You know, not many people are very political. They don't see what's going on. They just worry about their family. Well, now they see when they go for a coffee, it's $7. When they see they go for gas, it's 3 something. Also, when they see that their family died from a fentanyl overdose because they're drug, even if it was a party drug, not that I'm condoning it, but now also they die because of illegal drugs. Everything they see is opening their eyes. So now they say, wait a minute, what are we doing? What's going on? And then you see how filthy the streets are, the graffiti. Everyone's just had enough. They just had enough and said, we got to get back to basics. You know, the collapse of the Roman Empire, everybody talks about. Every 200 years, we're going towards that collapse. If we don't get back, bring back the basics, bring back what America's about, will be worse and worse.
Now, being in the position that you're in, do you see right now there are more Republican candidates than last year or the year before?
Without a doubt.
Historically speaking.
Yes, and I want to tell you something. The flavor of them is so exciting. I have Koreans, I have Chinese, I have Spanish, African Americans, Irish, you name it, the spectrum of New York, the melting pot of Queens. Every single one of them want to go and say, hey, I've had enough. My neighbor's destroyed. I want to get there and bring it back. So these are true Americans. No matter what they are, coming forward saying, I want to straighten it out. They're not doing it for a job. They could all have jobs, whatever they're doing. And just to see it and hear it, it's brilliant. It's an exciting time, in my opinion, for Queens with all these great candidates that we have run that want to step up to the plate and represent their county.
And this also throws out the idea that the Republican Party is racist and it's
Gosh, I was called like everything. Oh, you're anti-this, I love it. I love that we have so many different people. It's the same goal. It's unity. You don't want to see your kids die, God forbid, from drug overdose. You don't want to see your family get run over by a car from a guy that's illegal here because he has no license and he's smoking dope and he's high. We all want the same thing. So it's not like, no, I embrace everybody who has the message of the Republican Party. Less government, more to people. We embrace, and it's a tremendous team we have this year. Tremendous. So excited for it. And they're all color. I don't see, if you're a jerk, no matter what color you are, no matter what you are, you're a jerk. We have all pristine people that want to look out for Queens and for America.
And what would you tell people if there was a message that you wanted to tell everybody, especially the youth, since the country is changing in a way that's unprecedented? What would you tell them to?
I would tell them that, you know, so I'm the second generation American, close to the third. I have a small business. Everything's plummeting down. You may not see it because you have the cushion of your parents taking care of you, take care of this, and it looks like everything's fine. It's not. When you have to go into a store, and you can't buy anything because it's a walking vending machine, because everything has to be opened up to get a toothbrush or a toothpaste, when most of your stores are closing, when most of your stores are getting robbed, when people are getting killed in the street, when people are getting raped and murdered in the street and there's no punishment, there's your proof. You got to think about what's best for the future. Donald Trump, the Republican Party, has a message. They worked. We had the best economy going. We had everything safe. Especially now on the outside, the world is looking at us. Russia, Korea. We're open for World War III. We really have to look at what was represented. Right now, we're very weak. But locally, on a local basis, that's what I'm worried about, more concerned. We got to really care about or people walking out. I don't want to see a senior afraid to go out after 6 o'clock. And right now, that's what's happening. It's a sad situation. So think about it. Think about it. Maybe just not, you may not care because you're young and all. Think about the generation that put you there, or paying for your college, or taking care of you. They're the ones that right now see that we're going towards a bad disaster. Listen to them. I know it's hard, but they know basically the choice of what's better. They know what we had in the past, and to get back a good future, we should listen to what they have to say.
So, do you think that the youth should be more politically active and they should think about what they're going to do in terms of voting and just activism?
I love to see more the young Republicans. I love to see more people active. I love to see everyone here. We have all these candidates. Most of them are young, so it's great. You know, it's people. It's not the age. It's your concern, how much you feel for your neighborhood, how much you say, you know what, it's not easy to put your name up and do all this hard work to get in there. To step up to the plate, young or old, just to say I want to look out for my county or my neighborhood, tremendous. And right now we have that field going. It's a great, great, good feeling.
And if somebody wanted to join the Republican Party, obviously they have to go through you in Queens. How would they do that? How do they contact you?
All they have to do is they just contact me on my phone number. I have a card. You look up the GOP website. There's the phone numbers. They have district leaders for every area that you live in. You call a district leader. They say, I'd like to join a local club or whatever. They'll tell you what club's in that area. You join, you become a Republican. You want to register as a Republican, we'll register you. And then if you want to get more active as a district leader, then the more active you get, the higher up you go this way. Help us. We could use it. We need young people in there concerned about the community, about the neighborhood, and we're more than happy to take them in and help us. We need the youth. You have to pass the torch neatly. You can't let it drop. I love youth. I love them coming in and taking over. It's the best because that's the way the future of America is.
A lot of people think that the media in general is dominated by the other party, and the Republicans don't really get a chance to voice anything.
Well, you got to realize that, but you got to realize it's business. You have all the Democrats that are in politics. They feed the newspapers a lot of money for ads. They feed TV time ads. They're more popular. So it's business. So of course you're going to give more time, even though it's wrong as a newspaper, the people who are feeding your coffers. And that's where it is true. They shame. They give more and more to the Democrats. They should really listen to the truth, honesty, because we can't be faking and selling out our future all the time to the youth. They can't go out and buy $10 coffees, $5 dozen eggs. We got to realize, show them what's going on, so we can have. They can't afford homes now, so it's a sad situation. We got to get back on track so there is a future. That's why a lot of kids are turning to drugs. They feel like there's nothing else for the future coming, so they get high. But it's a shame that the high that they're going with is tainted with illegal fentanyl, and that's a sad case we're in right now. Very, very sad. But how many people are dying from overdoses? Very sad.
So being that the Republican Party, at least in the local Queens area, or maybe nationally as well, doesn't really have a strong media presence. So how will that be solved at some point? What is the recipe for that?
For more media, well, we're getting it. Like here, you're here. We have people for candidates running out there. Plus, we're getting out there more and more. We're trying to do advertising in papers. We have town hall meetings. We let people know what's going on. And plus, people on themselves are saying, wait a minute, where we're going with the Democratic Party, we got to find out something else. So they're doing the research. I come home, I see my wife watching Fox News all the time, saying, hey, let's see, it's comparing it with CNN. What's the difference? More and more people doing the research because it's affecting them. They can't go out. The cars are stolen. You come out, your all 4 tires off your car are gone. So everyone's more interested in putting the time in to make sure we have a secure future.
Fantastic. In closing, what would you like to tell the audience? Your thoughts?
My thoughts are that you just really got to believe what's going on. Believe in the Republican Party. They want less government. They really want to look out for the people. By giving handouts, everyone says, I want a handout from the government. I want the government's hand out of my pocket. And that's what's happening. Their hands in our pocket. We're working so hard. They're taking the money, giving it away. It's not coming back to us. Our seniors are being slighted. Our veterans are being slighted. Our police, our fire. Let's focus. Let's do the research. Realize who's the best for your future, and then you'll see which way to go.
All right, fantastic. Mr. Nunziato, it was a pleasure.
Same here. Thank you so much.